86%. Mic button. Speech off.
Sure, we can look up what's most popular. Alright, story time. I have newly added girl hero and fantasy stories. What would you like to hear? Okay, girl hero stories. I can play RBG Choose Gum and my sister, Daisy, or you can pick one yourself. What would you like to try? Okay, here's my sister Daisy.
Speech on.
My Sister Daisy by Adria Carlson, illustrated by Linus Cersei.
Okay. Speech off.
I was still very small when you were born. You were scrunchy and tiny, and I loved you. I don't remember a time when you weren't there. I loved finding my favorite toys to show you. I'd lie next to you as you batted at the toys dangling down. I'd giggle and be silly grabbing at them too. You didn't know how to giggle yet, but you watched me. I knew you thought I was funny. I couldn't wait for us to play together. As you got bigger, I pushed you in our little wagon and helped you learn to eat. I loved to look at picture books with you, snuggled up under a blanket. We learned how to race caterpillars into butterflies and how to pump our legs on the swings. I learned how to ride a bike. We were brothers and best friends. But then something changed. One day, the summer after you finished kindergarten, you told me you were a girl. I knew you wore dresses sometimes, but I thought it was because they were fun to twirl in. I knew you were friends with girls, but so was I. I knew you'd asked Mom to grow your hair long. But everyone knows long hair doesn't make someone a girl. Are you sure you're a girl? I asked. I have a friend who is a boy and a girl. They told us to use they and them. I'm sure. I'm a girl. I'll use she and her, you declared. Mom and Dad thought I was a boy when I was born, but they were wrong. I know who I am, and I know I'm a girl. Is it just playing with girls that makes you want to be called a girl? I asked. Nope, that's not it, you said. I don't want to be called a girl. I am a girl. I guess it made sense. I knew I was a boy. I didn't have to think about it. I figured it must be the same for you. If you knew you were a girl, you knew it. We must have had it wrong, Mom said later. Let's talk about how to get it right from now on. Do you have a new name? Dad asked. Yes, my name is Daisy, like the flower, because flowers are beautiful. I want a beautiful name, you said. Thanks for telling us, said Dad. And with a smile, he added, Daisy. Thinking about it in the dark quiet of my room, though, it felt a bit bigger and scarier than when you told me. I was worried that you would change. I wasn't used to calling you Daisy. What if I forget? I asked Dad quietly. We'll help you remember, he assured me. I was afraid to call you by a new name and afraid to not have a brother anymore. I was afraid it meant losing you. But I tried it. 1 week passed, then another. I started to get used to having a sister. I realized that you were still the same person and we could play all the same games. We still had fun. I helped other kids remember too. Mom and Dad got picture books from the library about kids like you. We talked to other families like ours. I learned the word transgender. In the fall, we went back to school. Sometimes we joined the Rainbow Kids lunch, which was fun. Some kids came from families with 2 moms or 2 dads. Some were transgender or had questions about their gender or identity. I met bigger kids who were transgender and more kids who weren't he or she. I was proud to be your big brother. I tried to always use she and her and sister and Daisy. Some days I didn't think about it at all. Some days I thought it was cool. But some days I felt frustrated with myself when I said the wrong name for you. Some days I felt jealous that you got new clothes and lots of attention. Sometimes jealous and angry feel the same, but I wasn't angry with you. Daisy gets all the attention now, I'd sometimes tell Mom. I miss when she was my brother. But she's always been your sister, Mom would say. Daisy is the same person, and now we understand what to call her and who she is inside. Sometimes people pay more attention to things that seem new, Dad added, but that won't last forever. People will accept Daisy as she is, and that special attention will fade. That helped me feel better, and they reminded me that I was special too. Sometimes I think back to the days when I thought you were my brother, but now I love you as my sister. We still ride bikes, play music, watch TV, and draw comics together. Now you're my sister Daisy, and you'll always be my best friend.
Now that you've finished,